give you an example, okay?
Yeah.
My former wife, probably going back now about 13 years ago, she spends 4 hours in the ER. 4 hours. They misdiagnose her. They give us a bill for $23,000. We were, I don't know if you heard of Christian Health Ministries. I pay $340 a month for my health care. $340, and it covers me. Okay? How's that for a system? I don't have typical insurance. I pay $340 a month. Why does that work? Why can they take care of my needs?
How much do they cover?
Up to, like, it's over $1 million. I think I pay.
Yeah, but what is the deductible?
Basically, it's $1,000 out of pocket every year.
So
Which is way higher.
You have $1,000 deductible,
Which
and
is
then they cover
way
everything
higher
past that, or what percent do they cover past that?
They cover everything above that.
Everything, 100%, with a $1,000 deductible.
Like on a condition. Like, for example, I have spine problems. So once I spend over $1,000,
I think he's lying. I think you're not
Look it
familiar
up.
with the numbers.
Christian Health Ministries, look it up.
Okay. Well, and again,
Last year.
So wait, is your system is it just Christians will take care of everything? Is that your system?
Dude, it's like
Just
a co-op.
leave it up to the free market. If the free market would answer this, why isn't it already done it?
I'm telling you, it works.
If
Look
the
it
free,
up, Christian
if the
Health
free market
Ministries.
would fix it, why isn't it already done
I
it?
don't know why they can do it and nobody else can. I honestly am a little bit baffled. Here's the deal. Last year,
it must be the Lord.
dude, I'm not even really that Christian. Okay, I'm just I'm just on the plan. Okay. Last year, I probably had $8,000 in spine things, right? $1,000 out of pocket. They covered everything else. I got a check back for like $7,000 because I pay out of pocket. You can do two things. You can pay out of pocket and they'll reimburse you, or if you don't have the money up front and the doctor won't allow you to be billed, then they'll arrange to get you the money.
Okay, is it a charity?
No, it's just, dude, just research.
So is it a health insurance company?
ChristianHealthMinistries.com.
Is this a health insurance company? Are you doing like
It's
a
not insurance.
advertisement right now?
No, not at all. No, not at all. I'm just telling you that it works.
So is it a health insurance company?
No, it's not insurance.
So
it does cover
is it a charity?
It's a nonprofit.
It's a nonprofit, so it is a charity.
There's about 3 large.
So hold up,
it's
it's a charity.
Have some of your people in your chat Google it. ChristianHealthMinistries.com.
So you're saying it's a charity?
It's a nonprofit.
Wait, by the way, you just said we're gonna fix people's access to healthcare by saying we're just gonna give people charity access. Okay, I just want to let you know, charities.
It's not a charity. It's a nonprofit.
Charities, if they could have taken care of everyone, they would have already done so.
It's a co-op, Parker. It's a co-op. You know what co-op is?
Wait, so you want socialism?
I want whatever this is.
So you want to co-op socialism?
Yeah, it kind of is, isn't it? No,
so you just argue against socialism?
What can I say? In this form, it works. I don't know how or why.
Wow. Okay, now you have the MAGA supporter saying
But let me tell
socialism in this form works. Everybody, look at him. Look at
But
this
let me tell you
socialist
why I
right
think
now.
it
Actually,
works.
everybody arguing for co-ops. Everybody, look at this socialist
But
on
here's
the
why I
stream.
think it
Actually,
works.
it's crazy.
Are you gonna listen,
Holy
Parker?
shit! Actually, holy dude, you just literally said that socialism in this context is great. Wow, dude, that's fantastic.
Let me tell you why I think it works. But seriously, Parker,
That's fantastic. That's really funny. That's really funny.
Parker,
There's no way we have a Trump supporter on the stream right now who just literally conceded socialism is great in this context.
Parker, research it. Seriously.
Research
Seriously.
socialism. Yeah.
No, I mean, you're asking about it. We're talking about healthcare, right? Because here's why I think it works, okay? Yeah, somebody put cost sharing. Somebody in the comments actually posted how it works.
Dude, this guy.
It's cost sharing. All the money goes into a big pot, and they pay people out. You have to give them your bills. I have to upload my bills, and they reimburse me. I'm not making this up, but I have a theory why it works. When you're ready, I'll tell you why I think it works and the real problems I think we have.
Christian Healthcare Ministries is federally certified exemption to the Patient Protection and Affordable Care Act, which allows religious-based healthcare sharing ministries to obtain health insurance on a religious basis.
Yeah, it's exempt from the insurance requirement, but it's technically not insurance.
So it's not insurance, and it's provided specifically through charity.
It's not charity, Parker.
Okay, so then what can you define
charity?
charity?
You pay into it. It's like insurance, and that the money goes into a big pot.
Wait. So then if it's like that, then why aren't you okay with doing that from a governmental perspective?
If it worked, I'd be for it.
That's exactly the same thing, is it not?
Yeah, here's the difference, okay?
Wait, if it's a nonprofit doing this, that's what the government is.
Okay, no, that's a fair point. When has the government done something well? Let's talk
Again,
about like
countries around the
rail in
world have
California.
universal healthcare systems where they spend nearly half as much per individual and have better average health outcomes.
Let's talk about rail. Is that done well in California?
What are,
Let's
why
talk
are we,
about,
we're literally talking, by the way, there's public transportation that exists all around the world that is effective and very good, okay?
and
If
we
you, by
crushed,
the way,
we crushed public
providing
in New York.
providing one example of free public transportation not having an effective funding mechanism is not evidence that
How about the post
overall
office?
public transportation is not effective, okay?
How about the post office? How's that working?
Yeah, it works great. People in rural
Have you been to
communities
the
are able to
post
get
office
access
lately?
to their mail because literally we have a post office. Yes, you know that,
Have
right?
you
Like
been to the post office lately?
the postal services are fun. What do you have an
Have
issue
you
with?
been to the post office lately?
Yes.
It's a joke, dude.
No, it's not.
Dude, they literally are like they're in the 1950s.
Okay. What's your
Their
problem?
their systems are. Well, I'll give you a specific example. In Las Vegas, you don't have a mailbox outside your house. You have like a tree in the neighborhood, and
think birds are real?
there's like a tree of boxes in the neighborhood, and you have a box assigned to your house.
Mhm.
Okay. So you got to get the key from the post office. It took them 4 months for me to get a key. Okay. I had to go down there 4 times asking, where's my key?
Can I ask you a question? Do you think birds are real?
If you're going to be a wise ass, I'll just leave now.
I'm just curious. How does that make me a wise ass? I'm genuinely curious.
Why are you asking me this? If it's
I just want to
genuine
see what
question,
we're working with here.
I've given you some very clear things that you don't even know about, that you somehow want to mock me because I'm a conservative. I've told you about Christian Health Ministries. You'd never heard of it, but you want to mock me because I'm a conservative. True or false?
That wasn't even mocking you. That's me asking you if you hold this perspective to see
You
whether
were
or
trying
not
to
you're a
mock me.
conspiracy theorist, like to this extent. Like
What do you mean conspiracy
that
theorist?
wasn't
What are you
even me
talking
mocking
about?
you yet. If you say something crazy, I might mock you, but I mean, I just asked you the question, bruv.
What you're asking me about birds? Like, that's a stupid question.
Okay, I mean,
Why are you
so
asking
you
me?
do believe in birds? You think they're real?
Do you believe in mice, Parker?
Yeah.
Okay, I believe in birds.
Okay.
Okay, asked and answered.
Well,
What kind of question is
dude, the
that?
reason why I asked you is because it's a conspiracy theory that a lot of conspiracy theorists hold to. I was just seeing if you hold to that real quick while you're making this argument.
About
I
birds?
apologize. I'm sorry that you got so caught up on this. Holy
Wait, that
shit,
was a
dude.
real. There's really people that don't believe in
Yes,
birds.
there are really people that do
Okay,
not
I never
believe in
heard
birds.
that before.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I
Maybe
just
that.
thought you were giving me a wise ass question
No,
for some reason.
no, that's like an actual conspiracy theory that people believe in. And I was literally just asking you because I thought you were kind of conspiracy theorist for a second based upon the way that you were framing the argument, but it seems like that's not true.
Okay, back to healthcare a little bit.
Okay.
Let me explain. Let me tell you, because I'm open to the single payer. I really am. But here's I think where the problems lie. What I was getting at. Okay. Number one is when I go into an ER and it's $23,000 for 4 hours. How does that make any sense? Like, shouldn't we be looking at things like that?
Obviously, I want to look at any system that would be preferable, but I don't think just leaving it up to charity is going to be anywhere near as
It's
effective.
not a charity,
as,
Parker. It's funded by each member. Do you know what charity is? Charity is where people
sorry,
are funding an
let me
organization.
stop. Let me stop doing that. I don't think it's just going to be by leaving it up to the market. Okay, I don't think leaving it up to the market is going to be the most effective way. You said it was nonprofit. I mean,
I'm saying if
that's
we
what
can
charity
fix
is.
things.
But
No, nonprofit
a
and charity are
cooperative would be
different
like the workers
things.
control it. That can still be for profit.
No,
If
charity and
it's
nonprofit are different things here,
Can
Parker.
you define a charity? What does charity mean?
Charity is where people, it's an organization that's providing benefits to certain people.
Mm-hmm.
A nonprofit can be
In
anything.
nonprofit conditions. Yeah, that's what I know. Okay.
But a nonprofit, all it means is that you're able to profit. I think the max is like 3%.
Okay.
You can have a nonprofit do
Dude,
almost
I think
anything.
this is a nonprofit that's a charity, okay?
No, a charity would be people donating. A charity would be people donating so other people can benefit. These are not donations. These are members.
Okay, so you would say it's not a charity because it's not
Contributing.
funded off donations, but it's funded off of people voluntarily
Contributions.
paying into it. Contributions.
Correct.
So, well, I don't know what the difference is between donations and contributions, but maybe you'd say the contributions are used towards the people that put the or the
Yes,
money is used towards the
it's
people
a
who put the
co-op.
contributions in?
Parker, it's a co-op.
Then it sounds like a
Co-op.
business.
Everybody's putting their money
That's not
in.
for profit. Okay.
Yeah,
Again,
but again,
that's just leaving it up to the market. Okay. Again, a
Parker, a
market.
nonprofit could be anything. It doesn't have to benefit people.
Okay, I understand. Okay.
You should do a little research on what
Yeah,
nonprofits
for
are.
sure. For sure. So if
Nonprofits are very different from charities. They're not necessarily the same thing.
I understand.
Again, you're 23. I don't expect you to understand
24.
these 24, sorry. I don't expect you to understand these
I don't know why
larger
you're
world concepts. You've got a limited scope of the world.
what
I
you're bringing
get
up is
that. I
Christian
know
Health
you understand
Ministry.
politics
Okay. The
well.
reason why I think it's a charity is because its
I
name
know you
is
understand
Christian Health
politics
Ministry,
well,
and they
but
give
you've
benefits
only
to
got so
people.
much.
That's why I think it's a charity.
You only
Okay.
have so much
I don't think
real-world
every single
experience.
nonprofit is a charity. I think it's a nonprofit and a charity because its name is Christian Health Ministry, and they give you benefits for healthcare. That's why I was thinking it's a charity. Okay.
Okay, all right, all right.
Can you understand that I'm saying that if we do it through the context of a governmental system, we inevitably have more access to funds to be able to take care of everyone. We inevitably can ensure that greater levels of people are taken care of than just leaving it up to the market conditions themselves. Do you agree with that sentiment?
I possibly, yes. Okay, but here's another example why it
Wait,
scares me.
pause
Okay?
before we move on to something else. If you agree with that sentiment, well, then you agree that Democrats have significantly better policy when it comes to addressing healthcare than Republicans. And what I would say is, how do you even say that Republicans would be addressing affordability, the affordability crisis in this country, right, when they don't even have a healthcare plan?
They're failing on healthcare. Failing, Parker. Okay? 100% on board with you on that. Trump needs to do something better. Republicans need to do something better. Okay? But let me ask you this. Do you think that Medicaid fraud is a problem?
I'm sorry,
Let's
why are
talk
we
about, I
pivoting?
know you're going to hate this, but Minnesota and Los
Can we
Angeles, are
not
those
pivot?
real
Can we
issues?
not pivot? And can we address the
No,
point that I
no,
just
this is
made?
related.
I know you want to
This
talk
is
about whatever
related.
you have preloaded, but I want to go through this point and then we can move on to that.
Okay, go ahead.
You'll have your time to go through that. I promise you that. Can you
Go ahead.
please just engage with the point that Republicans have no health care policy? Democrats do have a health care policy. You can't address the affordability crisis without having a health care policy. Therefore, Republicans do not address the affordability crisis. Do you accept that argument?
Yes, I do.
Okay. If you accept the argument that Republicans are not addressing the affordability crisis at all, then how can you argue that they're the preferable candidates? Are you saying you can be the preferable candidate without even at all addressing the affordability crisis?
Pretty good argument, to be honest with you. But what are Democrats doing? They got Obamacare. That's it. They haven't come up with a better mousetrap, have they?
A public option, right, in terms of access to healthcare, expanding access to healthcare. They want to do beyond the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act is inevitably speaking going to be a middle ground negotiation for that point in time, okay? We want to go further than the Affordable Care Act to ensure cost savings for the average person to a significantly higher extent, to ensure that people are taken care of in terms of their access to healthcare. That's what Democrats are trying to do. We just need the votes in Congress to be able to do that. Okay, so again, it seems like you argue and you agree that Democrats are addressing the affordability crisis, Republicans are not addressing the affordability crisis. It seems like based upon that argument, it should be a reason to say that Democrats are preferable to Republicans. You said it was a convincing argument. Why do you still accept that Republicans are better, even considering this to be true?
Because healthcare is not everything.
Okay, so what else do you consider then?
Free market regulations.
But okay, so the economy.
Yes.
Can you name one economic indicator that is better off since Trump got in office? Whether it's GDP growth, real median wage growth, inflation, unemployment, etc.
I think it's not that different, is it? I mean, yeah, we're suffering right now because of the war, but before that, we were on a trajectory.
Even before that, everything in the economy was worse off, practically. Okay? So can you mention any metric that's better off? I gave you multiple examples that you could provide.
We're doing fine almost across the board, except for inflation right now. Unemployment's low.
Unemployment's higher since Trump got in office.
What is it, 4.3? Historically, what is?
Wait, I asked, can you name anything that's better off?
Historically, what is unemployment considered?
Okay, wait, we can talk about all this in a second. I asked you, can you name anything that is better off under Trump's administration so far since he's gotten office?
At the moment, we're struggling because of the war. But
so nothing.
Well, let's go down the list.
Wait, and who started the war?
Unemployment is what?
Can you answer the question first? Who started the war?
Trump started the war.
Okay, so we're struggling. Our economy's struggling right now, and you can't name any metric of the economy that's better off right now because of the war that Donald Trump started?
Yeah, but it's not that bad. That's my point. Like,
It's not that bad. It's the inflation's going up isn't bad. Unemployment going up isn't bad. The worst year of job growth in
what's
the past 4
unemployment?
years isn't bad.
You just brought
The
up
GDP
unemployment.
growth being lower isn't bad. Real
Okay,
median
I'm
wage
going to say
growth being lower isn't bad. Real domestic
inflation's not
manufacturing
looking
investment
good.
going down every single quarter of Trump's
Are we
administration
going to go
isn't
one by
bad.
one, or you want to just do your whole Dave Rubin thing?
Well, you didn't learn it then when you watched the clip, so I got to tell you it again.
Parker, unemployment, where are we at?
4.3%.
Okay. Do you know historically what was considered full employment? I know this goes back, this precedes your adulthood, but what used to be considered full employment by the government?
At what point in time?
Like the last 50 years. What was considered full employment?
And also, does that mean that it's always considered full employment?
The last 50 years, for the majority of that time, what was considered full employment? What percentage?
It hovered around between 4 to 5%.
It was 6%, Parker.
I don't know.
Again,
Where you
I
got
know this
6%.
precedes your adulthood.
Okay.
But
Well,
if you go back
you constantly use my
historically-
age against me. Now I'm going to use your age
Well-
against you. Okay. You're so much older than me, but you can't remember Jack. You can't remember a single point that would actually prove your point, right? You have no
What point are you
evidence to
talking
provide
about?
me. You have all this age, but you have no
saying
actual
historically-
education to account for it. You have all this
I'm
age,
saying-
you have all this experience, but you have nothing to bring to the table in terms of these arguments. You sit there and say, "Oh, you don't have the experience
saying
of all these
4
things,"
per 3
constantly to demean what I'm saying, while not acknowledging that you don't have anything to make up for your experience when it comes to the argument. Like, what do you have to show
Let's
for your
go.
experience?
Let's go. Or do you want to Dave Rubin me?
I'm letting you speak right now. Stop complaining. You're such a triggered snowflake. It's unbelievable.
4.3%. Is that considered high unemployment?
It's higher unemployment than what existed prior.
It's much lower than what used to be considered full employment. Okay? Anything above full employment is inflationary. Are you aware of that?
So you agree that Donald Trump inherited an economy under full employment?
Do you know what happened? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you know what happens when you have when you're
Can you
when
name
you're-
one aspect of the economy that Trump inherited that wasn't good?
Hold on. Do you know what happens when employment is too tight? Like unemployment's too
Can
low.
you answer that question? Can you name one aspect of the economy that Trump inherited that wasn't great?
What do we got? Stock market, unemployment, inflation got better. I'll say that. What else? It was pretty good. It was pretty good. What else is there?
So, like Dave Rubin, you can't tell us anything, right?
What else is there?
So like Dave
I
Rubin, you
don't do
can't
what
tell us
Dave
anything,
Rubin
right?
does. Dude, you do this to 8 hours
Because
a
hold up.
day.
Because hold
I
up,
do this
all of those
fucking
things
2 hours
you would
a
have to
month.
say were great. Otherwise, you have to say that they're not great right now. Because inflation was lower at the end of Biden's administration. GDP growth was higher. Real median wage growth was higher. Unemployment was lower.
What's
Job growth
GDP?
was higher.
What's GDP?
GDP growth?
Are we suffering on
Gross
GDP
domestic
right now?
product?
Yes. Are we suffering right now?
Are we suffering right now? Yes.
I don't remember numbers off the top of
The
my
average
head.
American is living in a condition right now where things are unaffordable.
What was the last GDP report? Do you know?
The last GDP, I mean, you mean for the last quarter? I don't know the level of percent.
Yeah, the last report.
I don't remember off the top of my head now.
I believe it was pretty good. I don't have a computer in front of me.
Okay, but if you
Maybe
look
you
at
have
the
one.
overall real GDP growth of Trump's administration as opposed to the last year and a half of the Biden administration, you see that it's
I'm gonna say on
lower
par.
in terms of the level of real GDP growth.
No, I'm going to say on par.
Nope, it's lower. Do the math.
Okay, let me ask you this.
I've done
Because
it.
you're worried about unemployment, right? You think unemployment's so bad, right? Do you know what
I'm
happens
just saying
when
it's got
unemployment?
worse.
Do you know what happens when unemployment is too low?
You would say that it's inflationary, right? But it
I'm
wasn't
100%.
it wasn't inflationary. We were actually in a circumstance specifically where under the Biden administration where we were seeing inflation trend down.
I'm just
and we would
saying
have
that
seen
you're-
below pre-pandemic levels of inflation if Donald Trump never imposed his tariffs in the first place. You know what's the most inflationary thing? Donald Trump's tariff policy and his war with Iran. Okay? Yes, unemployment going down can cause there to be more demand in the economy. Right, but that's actually going to be a good thing within this context. We want less people specifically to be unemployed, right, than what we currently have right now. We have found out that it's completely fine at the level that we have right now. There's been no problem with it, right? Even going a little bit lower. You guys literally paraded about Trump's 3.5% unemployment under his first term, and now you're saying that's too low?
I'm saying that that I wouldn't talk about 4.3 as being a problem. That's my point.
Well, I'm just acknowledging that it's higher than what it was at the end of Biden's administration. So Trump hasn't done anything to make
But
conditions
4.3
better.
is not okay. All right, 4.3 is not
What
a
has
problem.
Trump done to make conditions better is my question. Because Trump claims we're in a golden age. Trump
Well,
claims America is great now. What is better now
well,
than what
thank
it
you for
was under
prompting
Trump's
me.
administration? Because if America is so great right now, and it's not better off right now than what it was at the end of Biden's administration, then it was already great before Trump already got in office. So Trump inherited greatness. And you know what he's done? He's made it worse.
Well, thank you for the prompt.
Based upon his own argument, Trump has inherited greatness and he's made it worse.
Okay. How about investment in our country? How's that going?
How is it going? It's actually real domestic manufacturing investment has declined every single quarter of Trump's administration so far. Let me say it again for you slow because you probably didn't hear it. Real domestic manufacturing investment has declined every single quarter of Trump's administration so far.
Real domestic what?
Real domestic manufacturing investment.
Okay. How about investment?
Yes.
You sure have that one at the tip of your tongue? Are you sure about that one?
Yep.
I doubt it.
I'm positive. Look it up. Look up
doubt it.
U.S. domestic manufacturing investment. Fred, you can click on the first one. It will find you and show you from the Bureau of Economic Analysis that there's been decline in real domestic manufacturing investment every single quarter of Trump's administration so far.
I doubt it. I mean, I know he's exaggerating. Don't get me wrong. I know he's exaggerating.
I'm
On the
exaggerating.
amounts. No, I know Trump's exaggerating on the
No,
amount of investment
but we've
he
seen
says is
decline. Do you want
happening.
me to show you on the screen because you probably won't
Dude,
be able
but
to
I've
find it
seen-
yourself?
I've seen the projects.
Want me to show you the manufacturing investment decline because you probably won't be able to find it yourself?
Go ahead.
I got you. Take a look on the screen. Oh, let me do that. Whoa. Okay, here, actually, sorry, I want to make it smaller. I'm sorry. Okay, so do you see how it says real private fixed investment, non-residential structures manufacturing?
Real private fixed investment.
Non-residential structures manufacturing. Okay, let's look at the screen. We see actually...
What's the source, Parker?
This is from the Bureau of Economic Analysis. Okay, so do you see this?
So you're saying it's gone down?
Look at this, yeah. So you see, this is this is Biden's administration. Boom! Massive growth. Trump takes over in office, and then boom! Decline. You see, this is all Trump.
I see what you're showing me. I'm not going to acknowledge it. I think there's something else to it. I'm just going to say it.
I'm not
straight
gonna.
out.
I see what you're showing me, and I'm not going to
I don't know.
acknowledge
You're
it.
showing me a
Actually,
fucking-
we're not gonna look at it. Actually,
For all I know, that could be Democrat. You know,
Mhm. The Bureau of Economic Analysis.
What is that? What is Bureau of Economic Analysis?
It's from the federal government, sir, and this is under the Trump administration. The Bureau of Economic Analysis.
Where's the Euro?
Where's the what?
The Euro.
The
web
URL?
page.
The URL?
The web address.
Oh, you just want to look up the title. Because I guess I can give you the URL if you want, but the title of the page, what you
I
want to
see
look up
billions
is
of
real
charter,
private
blah, blah,
fixed.
blah.
Look up real private fixed investment, non-residential structures,
I don't have a
manufacturing.
computer in front of me. I don't have a computer.
Okay, so if you can't look it up, then why are you saying that?
I wanted to see it.
I showed you, and
All
you
right,
just you
I'm
didn't
gonna-
accept it. You think it's Democrat
I'm gonna-
propaganda?
Yeah, if it's true, I'm gonna have to look more into it.
Okay, but do you think
And
it's
I'll
do you
be
think
willing
right now
to-
it's
I don't
Democrat
know.
propaganda?
I'm willing to come back and say you're right.
Okay,
You know, you win that point.
okay, that's great.
All I know is I hear stories after
So Trump has
stories
lied.
about-
So Trump has lied when he said he's brought a golden age back to this country, and that he's brought investment back to this country like we've never seen before. He's brought jobs back to this country. He's actually lied. We've seen a decline in investment in terms of manufacturing investment since he's gotten office.
What about all these countries verbally coming out and saying they're investing verbally and print and announcements, press releases,
Why don't we
et
see it in
cetera.
the data? They're kissing up to Trump for better treatment.
Possible.
It's just verbal. There's no
Possible.
actual meaningful
No, they're
way
doing
to
press
ensure that
releases.
that's actually going to carry out in terms of meaningful economic development.
They're doing press releases and they're buying land and they're starting in projects.
So why haven't we seen an increase in real domestic manufacturing investment?
What's the case in point? What's that company that Oracle and Nvidia?
How
Was
about
that
you-
not a massive?
How
Or
about
did
you
Trump make that
acknowledge?
up?
How about you acknowledge that although those companies have specifically said that they're going to invest in this country to a greater extent, they promised it. That doesn't equal actual investment, and we've seen a decline in real domestic manufacturing investment every single quarter of Trump's administration so far.
If it's true, then yes.
That
I'm
is
not
true. You can find that from
acknowledging-
the Bureau of Economic Analysis.
I'm
sir.
not acknowledging that that's The
Because it's not
truth.
on Fox News or Newsmax. Literally, I gave that to you from the St. Louis Federal Reserve and from the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, and you're not accepting it.
You're giving it to me. You're telling me. You're showing me a
I showed
page.
you on the screen. You visually saw it, and then you're like, "Oh, I'm not going to accept that even."
Okay. Dude, what do you want me to do? You want me to
Accept
post it?
facts when I show you them in front
Do you
of
want
your
me to
eyes.
come back if I find it's true and tell you, Parker?
I promise you, you're not going to look it up. I already showed you. What are you going to look up? The exact thing I just showed you? Like what?
I don't know what you showed
What's
me.
going to change your mind? Like I literally just showed you what you would look up.
Then I just said, if it's true, I'm going to
If it's
acknowledge
true.
the point.
Okay. Well, it doesn't seem like that.
No, you showed me a screen. I don't know where that source
I
was.
showed you. I told you the source, sir.
I know you're asking
The
me to
U.S.
believe you. You're asking
Bureau
me to
of
believe you.
Economic Analysis.
You're asking me to believe you. Did you
I'm
believe
asking
anything
you
I
to
said?
believe the U.S. Bureau of Economic Analysis, sir.
Did you believe anything I said?
Did you provide a source?
Well, you looked up the Christian Health Ministries and you kind of quieted down on that, didn't you?
No,
And then you start
I
calling it a
addressed.
charity.
Dude, I addressed the fact specifically that if you just leave it up to the market, that doesn't create the conditions where everyone's going to be taken care of. You'll be able to provide better costs, specifically lower costs for people through the context of a universal model overall for everyone, rather
All
than
right,
just leaving it
regulation.
up to the market.
Regulation. You support all the regulation in California.
There's not, of course, I
You
don't
didn't answer
support
good.
every single regulation within California. I probably could find one that I disagree with, but can you name a single regulation in specific that you disagree with in California?
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Well, I mean, just a friend of mine told me that to build, and like Bill Maher's mentioned it, right? He's a Democrat. I know you guys probably hate him at this point, but like to build, like to replace on his deck, the railing on his deck, he needed to get a permit. Bill Maher, I think he said to put up solar cost him like 2 years to get the permits to put solar up. To build, I personally looked.
Okay. Again, you're
I
not naming a
personally
specific regulation. You're only talking about the particular area that he's in, right? Again,
regulations to do anything.
my
do
family
any
has
kind of
also put up
building
solar. Did not have the same sort of issues with that.
in
Actually, there
California.
were tax credits and incentives to be able to get greater access to solar in California.
Your family did in California?
Yes.
So you're saying Bill Maher was lying?
Yes, if he said it was a state regulation specifically that prevented him from getting access to it, right? That prevents everyone within the state from getting access to it within less than 2 years, then yes, he's lying. But again, I don't know exactly what he said. I'm basing it on specifically what you've said he said.
I found a piece of land in San Diego that looked ripe for development, looked ripe to build like 10 houses.
Okay.
I think it was like 8 acres or something like that. They wanted it for like 2.4 million. I don't remember the exact numbers, but they wanted like 2.4 million, 8 acres. I'm like, I checked up the zoning was fine. I started looking into it. To build would take like 3 years. I talked to consultants and whatnot. They're like, it's 3 years before you can put up a stick. So I've got to put up the 2.4 million for 3 years. I've got to put in for engineers, architects, et cetera, et cetera. Like,
So his issue
the
is
risk
safety
is
regulations.
3 years, Parker, is
So
what they
what
told me.
specific safety regulations?
It's permits. It's the whole thing.
What specific safety regulations?
You know what permits are? Like you got
Everyone can
soil
just say
samples.
regulation is the problem. No one can specify what particular regulation they're referencing because plenty of regulations are necessary and important, okay?
There's a stack.
And that's why we have them in place. So tell us, what specific regulation? You never will.
There's
no Trump
a
supporter can
stack.
answer this question. You're going to respond just like Dave Rubin did.
There's a stack of things you need to do. You need to, like, it's insane.
I'm waiting. So what was the response? What's the specific regulation?
There are people that have said to rebuild, like in Pacific Palisades, it's 100 pages.
And what's the specific regulation that you disagree with?
It's all the permit process. I don't know all the
so
details.
what specifically within the permit process do you disagree with?
I don't know the details.
Okay, so then how are you
100
going
pages.
Okay, so then how are you
Are
going
you
to
saying that's okay?
again, you don't know specifically what part you disagree with. So you got to be very specific what part you disagree with.
Okay, let's go back to my friend's little fucking railing. Replacing the railing on his deck. He needed to get permits for that. Does that make sense?
I don't
few
know the
fucking
conditions.
pieces of wood?
I don't know. There's probably local ordinances. Like I don't know the
Yeah.
conditions.
Yeah.
Okay, and
Dude, all I'm saying is 3 years before you can put up a stick. That's
okay.
what it takes.
Okay.
Do you
So
not see
again,
how
he's
that
not
impacts?
mentioning a specific federal regulation. He's not mentioning any specific state
It's
regulation.
state.
He's not
It's
mentioning anything in specific that's a regulation. He's just saying, my friend, oh my God, my friend
no. I
had to get
researched it
he
myself.
seriously, every single time when he was trying to build his deck, he really had to get a permit. It took him 75 years and a
Parker,
cat to be able to build it. These
there you
regulations
are
in
trying to.
California are
There you are
crazy.
trying to. There you are trying to mock me, and I'm talking about real life situations.
Yes,
Do you think?
I did try to mock you. I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings.
Do I feel like? Does it sound like I hurt my feelings?
A little bit.
Yeah, right. Um,
Okay. Well, I have
so
some
you're
people to
saying
thank real
there's no
quick.
big deal.
Do you just give me a quick second? I have some people to thank real quick. I got to catch up real quick. Let
Here,
me.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go teacup for a second. All right.
You're gonna teacup? I don't even know what that
I'm gonna
means.
go. I'm gonna go away, and I'll be back.
You're gonna go away and
I'm gonna
and
go.
come back?
Go. I'm gonna go search something on Chat GPT. How long does it take to build a house in Los Angeles? How's that? Is that a fair prompt?
Maybe you should just do a Google search and you should like look it up and then like actually check sources and like look through
Well,
the
like Chat
sources.
GPT doesn't know how to check sources.
Yeah. You have to like look through them yourself. Did you know that?
I know it's not perfect. I know it's not perfect, but it's an
Yeah, like
approximation.
you would have
It's like
learned that in
this-
in a sixth grade class that
do you use Chat
specifically goes over
GPT?
that. No, I
Do
don't.
you use Chat GPT?
No.
Not at all.
Nope.
You should, dude. It's an approximation of truth. I
Okay.
get it's
Okay.
not perfect.
Go look up your information. Dragon Ball, thank you for the $2. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Brandon, thank you for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. That's amazing to hear. They said you changed my stance on abortion and now I'm left leaning, mainly due to your content. Every once in a while, I do, but not very commonly, Brandon. But thank you very much. I really appreciate the $20. Thank you very much. B Longs, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Thank you. I know, right? Kimberly, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate. Thank you. Oxidizing Darkness, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. It's definitely more frightening. Trevor, thank you for the $5 as well. Thank you very much. Lenny, thank you for the €10. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, diabolically low comprehension skills. What can I say? Kill the Cat, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I doubt it, honestly. Joshua, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. It's bizarre that conservatives are so against anything regarding helping the poor, like healthcare, free education, social safety nets for the poor, and yet defend tax cuts for billionaires. How Christian of them. I know, right? It's absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Zach, thank you for the $100. Thank you very much for it's bedtime, Grandpa. We know things that used to be so much better. Mean old Parker will talk slower tomorrow. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for Zach in the comment section. Al Valentine, thank you for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section. He said they do not stop treating the elderly here. The elderly have subsidized health care and often pay nothing. We have small copay with Medicare. Thank you so much. I really appreciate Valentine. Thank you for the $20.
Just for that one comment,
Jebs, thank you so much for the
Parker.
$5. Thank you very much, Jebs. I appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for Jebs in the comment section. Said, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Rachel, thank you for the $10. Get some W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. He's lying. John Oliver did a report on these Christian quote-unquote insurance company years ago. It's a scam. They aren't obligated to cover you and can deny you treatment if they want. Well, that's crazy. Thank you so much for telling me, Rachel. I appreciate it. Thank you for the $10. Fredward, thank you so much for the $1. Thank you very much. Annie, thank you so much for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate Annie. Thank you for the $20. They said they are under no legal obligation to pay your medical bills, mostly designed for major illnesses / hospitalizations, preventative care, not covered, med / checkups, must sign a statement of faith / live by Christian principles. Thank you very much, Annie. I appreciate the $20. Philip, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you very much for CHM is exempt from pre-existing issues that Obamacare implemented. They only allow a certain number of people with pre-existing conditions. It's Obamacare that excludes many people, many sick people, so it works well.
I've experienced
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So, and it's crazy that that's going to be referred to as a good thing if they aren't abiding by those regulations. As well as Democracy Dogs Darkness, thank you for the $5. Republican Rick Scott can engage in the biggest Medicare fraud case in U.S. history. Thank you very much, as well as Joe. Thank you for the $5. Thank you very much for the economy. Biden handed to Trump was the envy of the world. Economist 1024. The American economy has left other rich countries in the dust. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. As well as the Rogue Soul. Thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Kids of W's for them in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As well as. Oh, I think Annie sent another thing again. Thank you so much. Really appreciate Annie. Thank you for the $20. Thank you. Mitch, thank you so much for the money gun. I appreciate it. Thank you. And Shane, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the $5. Thank you.
Here, Parker, let me give you
Yeah,
something.
it's crazy. Thank you so much. I have some more people to thank. Joe, thank you for the $6. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it on
Parker,
Venmo.
here's a
Thank you.
donut.
Hold up. Can I thank some people quick? Melody, thank you for the $7. Thank you for the good debates. Thank you very much. Joe, thank you for the $6. Thank you very much for your willingness to be built to code so children don't accidentally unalive because your friend has no construction experience. You have to obviously have regulations to ensure that people are safe. That's very true.
I have
Gabby, thank you so
construction
much for the $1.
experience.
Thank you very much. Gilbert, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. Nahal, thank you for the $1. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. I know, right? Colton, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $50. Thank you very much. Get some W's for Colton in the comment section for the $50 on Venmo. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. He definitely shouldn't have. He literally was complaining about it after. I posted a video on YouTube talking about how, or actually like reacting to Dave Rubin, literally complaining about how he's like, oh, I wasn't wanting to go on there, but my team actually pressured me to do it. And thank you so much, Dave Rubin's team. Again, I really appreciate that. Dave Rubin's team. Kyler, thank you for the $10. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Get some W's for them in the comment section. Thank you. As well as Lauren, thank you for the $1. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. We'll see. Nicole, thank you for the $9. Thank you very much. They always say you talk too fast. Tell them they're listening too slow. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Kaylee, thank you so much for the $10. Thank you from USPS mailman's daughter. Fuck you, guest. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Ashley, thank you for the $5 for last week. Tonight's John Oliver did an episode on the healthcare sharing, exposing the scam of Christian Health Ministries. Oh Lord. Well, thank you very much. I'll make sure to watch that later. Melanie, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. So I do medical billing and worked with ministries. Christian Health Ministries is considered a charity per their own site. He doesn't understand that all charities are nonprofits, but not all nonprofits are charities. Exactly. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. That's the important point. Thank you very much. As well as Aaron, thank you for the $4.20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
I actually
Base,
agree with
thank you
not
very
all
much.
profits.
That's amazing. Thank
Not
you
all
very much,
nonprofits are
Aaron.
charities. That's what I was saying.
Thank you. Hold up. As well as Jacob, thank you for the $20. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. It's crazy it's kind of crazy. Growing up, I was raised to think Democrats are bad, but since I've gotten older and I've watched you, Dean and Santana's live, I understand. Oh, I gotta load up the whole thing. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. They said, I understand Dems care more for Americans than Republicans. Republicans just care for the rich. Thank you so much, Jacob. You're totally right. Same thing for me. Yehoshua, thank you for the 50 cents. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I forgot to do that. I got to do that right now. Stefan, thank you so much for the $22. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Madeline, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. And Joseph, thank you for the $2. And then Justina, thank you so much. I really appreciate the $25. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I know must be Democratic propaganda. What can I say? As well as Shelly, thank you so much for the $5. Thank you. I'll try to. I've been kind of trying to work on that, but it's still a work in progress. Alrighty, you can make your point.
Which one?
You said you wanted to make a point. You're like cutting me off while I'm thanking people. So what
Well,
was
I
the point you
mean,
wanted to
I'm
make?
kind of responding to all these, things that you're addressing me. Anyway, housing.
Can you thank all the
Las
people who
Vegas-
just send donations?
Thank you for the donations to Parker. Dude is doing very well. I give you credit for that one, Parker. Capitalism alive and well here, right?
Wait, you're the one who's arguing for socialism, right? The co-op?
You're the one arguing for socialism. You're over here getting rich on capitalism.
I'm a progressive liberal. I still believe in capitalism with social safety nets and regulations.
Cool.
And also, by the way, there's nothing about socialism that would conflict with the way I run my business. Like you can still be a socialist and still like engage with the capitalist system, right? That's like saying it's anti your ideological beliefs if you're a socialist to have a job in the context of a capitalist structure.
No,
Right, like with
I
an
hear what you're
employer.
saying.
Like that would be absurd. You have to engage with capitalism because that's the economic system that we have.
I mean, honestly, I think we agree on more things than we consider and acknowledge. But you want to just fight some points. And here's what it said. I asked about building a house in Las Vegas versus Los Angeles.
Okay, and you cut
And
out.
8 to 15 months in Las Vegas and 14 to 24 in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I think it's more.
Do you think
I
that's
think
at
it's
all
more.
because of density of housing or particular like how you're in the desert in the middle of nowhere in Las Vegas, and specifically Los Angeles, there are significantly more people there.
That's actually a valid point.
Yeah,
It's easier
there's
because
more
of that.
safety issues in an area with more dense population.
What about the people in the Palisades? They're not able to build because they're getting hit with all these new regulations.
I would have to know what specific regulations, and I can disagree with any unnecessary regulations that shouldn't be there that restrict the ability to build housing for no reason. But I do think that there are
How
a lot
about
of regulations on the books, most regulations, by the way, that are specifically beneficial and necessary for safety.
how about needing to do caissons where the houses were in existence for 60 years without them?
Which ones?
They're having to go deep into the ground to build caissons. You know what caissons are?
I don't know.
It's so before when you build a house, you just put down some concrete and built it. Now they've got to drill these concrete pylons down 6, 10. On the beach, they're having to go down like half a mile or something. Okay? Those houses on the beach were there. In the Palisades, they're having to go down 6, 8, 10 feet, whereas those houses were there for 60 years without them. Can you explain that? Well, you don't know about them, so you don't know.
I don't know. I'd have to look into it. Like,
That's
can you
a
provide
fact.
a source?
A source? Adam, what's his name? There's a guy that does a piece on that's been going over it. There's all
The
these.
typical response I see is erosion.
There's no erosion in the Palisades. Yeah, that's the ocean. And yeah, sure, you need to have some in the ocean, but not for half a mile.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'd have to see anything further. You'd have to like look into this as well, like because it doesn't seem like you've actually provided like a baseline for saying that like any specific regulation is unnecessary.
I've seen a lot of people talking about how they can't build because they need to do caissons and it's way too expensive. It's double the cost of construction.
Okay. And of course,
I know it.
You say it's double the cost of construction in California or like in LA as opposed to Las Vegas.
No, this is just Palisades right now I'm talking about.
Yeah, because
They're having to do-
the Palisades is an extremely expensive area.
Yeah, but why do they have to go down 6, 8, 10 feet?
I'd have to check. There's probably some
When
safety
these houses
ordinance.
were there. But these houses were there for 60 years without it.
Okay, and you understand that that was under different conditions, right? So I'd have to see the specific safety conditions, and I bet they know a lot more about the safety in that specific environment than you do.
You think that's the case, or you think it's just the government run amok? Is it possible that it's overregulated, Parker?
It's possible, of course, but you don't know the specific overregulations.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna talk about it, okay? And I'm gonna
Okay.
give you details.
Alrighty, I'll
Is
wait
that
for
fair?
that. Go for it.
You'll wait for that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're gonna acknowledge it when I bring it?
Are you going to acknowledge that
If
those
I do
safety
the
regulations are
research-
necessary when you do the research and you see that they're actually effective?
Dude, I know for a fact that so many regulations. Here's what I'm advocating. You want to hear a fucking wild version of
No,
what
I
I'm
want
advocating
you to
for?
go do research.
Well, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I think you do to make.
But I want you to go do research.
Okay, but just listen to this. Okay, listen to this. You go out all over the world. Do people have houses like we do? Talk about Africa.
Melody, think of this: the Lewis the Cardinal. Yeah, there are houses like we have here in the U.S. and Africa.
There are houses that are much worse.
There are also houses that are very bad here in the U.S. That's
My
everywhere
point
around
I'm
the
trying to
world. That's
make
not
that.
specific to the U.S. or Africa or any specific area around the world.
Okay, but we need all these plugs. We need all the outlets. We need this. We need certain number of, like the way we need to build. There's so many things that you need to do that are not necessary.
There's so many things
And
you
I'm
need to
not
do that are
saying-
not necessary. What is that supposed to mean?
I'm saying, I'll give you a real simple example. Crazy example.
Yeah, if you,
I'll
by the way,
give
if
you
you
a-
want to talk about necessity, we can put you in a jail cell if you want to live there. No, we need more than that.
Okay,
safety.
yeah, I'm not talking about a jail cell, dude. I'm talking about a jail cell. I'm talking about better than a tent. Okay?
Yeah. So the only
Crazy
people,
example.
Can you name
Crazy
one?
example.
Can you name
I
one?
can go get a sink for $10. Okay? How about instead of people in tents, how about $10 sinks?
Okay, I
How
think you
about
need
instead
to.
of
I think you need to do a little bit more than just research. I think you need to go back and do education again, bro. What are you talking about right now?
I'm saying, what if we built, instead of putting people in tents, what if we built really, really cheap houses?
Yeah, Kayla, think of the corgi. We do that.
Tell me what's wrong with that.
Sir, we do that. There are tiny homes here in California. You go into LA, you'll see tiny homes.
Okay.
That's already a thing.
Okay. So why is it not working then?
Why is it not working?
Well, the tiny homes are a little crazy.
Because there are
They're like
conditions
luxury.
because there are conditions on housing. Okay, because you have to live in a certain way. Not everyone wants to live in that certain way. Inevitably, it doesn't fix the condition where everyone needs to get access to it. Plus, right, also there are conditions for more people going on being on the streets in the first place because we didn't inevitably keep them in housing in the first place. So there's multiple different corresponding needs. Plus, a bunch of different states around the U.S. and a bunch of different Republican areas will send people to California and Southern California. Around 33% of people, according to multiple different reports and analyses, actually are from outside of the state of California who are in the country or in the state homeless.
Where in California are you?
I live in LA.
So you think all those tents on the sides of freeways, underneath freeways, is preferable to houses?
No, I just said specifically I want everyone to be housed.
And I'm suggesting is what if we just...
Well, name one Republican policy that ensures those people are housed.
How much money has Democrats spent?
No, can I actually have it? I want a response. I don't want to hear Democrat something, Democrat this, Democrat that. I want to hear a direct response. Can you tell me one Republican policy that will actively house any of those people?
I don't know, but I can tell you
there is none. There literally is not a single one.
I can tell you a state that spent billions with zero results.
This is another one of those questions I could ask Dave Rubin. He'd have nothing to respond to, okay? Just like you. You've got nothing, okay? There's nothing you guys can say. There's not a single policy that they have advocated for or passed that would ensure those people are housed. The only thing they've brought up is throwing them in a jail cell.
Okay, so what has California done? How much did they spend on homelessness?
I don't know the specific overall
like 24 billion.
Yeah, and specifically, actually, right now, it's that specifically local areas need to be held accountable for upholding the funding the state of California has upheld. Karen
Bass is telling us it's like 18%, but the baseline.
Yeah, she said it has reduced 18%.
But the baseline is after it went up when she went into office. Her baseline on when it went down is higher than when she first got into office. In other words, she picked a higher point. It went up when she went into office.
Wait, you have to understand.
It went up when she got into office, and then she took that baseline and she said it went down.
Can you tell me one Republican policy that has ever reduced homelessness?
Can you tell me one Democrat?
Yeah, actually putting people in housing. You can see in California across the board that we actually have housing programs to ensure that people have adequate access to housing or are going to stay in housing. That's what the different Democratic governors were advocating for.
24 billion, bro.
So wait, you just gave more evidence that Democrats actually you gave there is saying Democrats have actually put funding into providing resources for people. What have Republicans done?
I don't know, but it's wasted.
Nothing, dude. So stop sitting there saying
you're defending $24 billion
a single thing that the Republicans have done.
I'll go find one, okay?
Trump gave trillions of dollars of tax breaks to millionaires and billionaires. Trump has done trillions of dollars in money to specifically defense contractors, hundreds of billions of dollars in different military operations. You understand that all goes to the richest and wealthy Americans, right? And you're totally okay with that, but you have you have the biggest problem in the world when it comes to Democrats providing basic services for people in need.
No, I'm talking about them not providing it. I'm talking about 24 billion spent with zero results.
I don't think that there was zero results.
Why are you're defending that? Is that what you're doing here?
I don't think that there were zero results. I think that it is the case that there just needs to be more accountability from a top-down approach, specifically when it comes to Newsom, holding the different local communities accountable for upholding the funds and transparency to a greater extent. I don't dispute that, but that doesn't exist to any greater extent in any other place around the U.S. And actually, California has done a lot more for transparency in the federal government than plenty of Republican states around the U.S. I think transparency is important. I think limiting fraud is very important. And I think that Republicans have absolutely nothing to address any of these social problems, yet sit there and complain about them constantly. It's embarrassing. You guys complain and provide no solutions.
Can you define what you meant by that $24 billion defense you just put up? Like you talked about transparency and you talking about they need more transparency.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Yeah, but where did it go, Parker?
So, by the way,
$24 billion at a state level is a huge amount of money.
Let me ask this question. We spent $1 trillion on the defense last year. What did it go to?
Oh, now it's your turn to do the what about, huh?
No.
I just shift over a different topic.
Please. This isn't shifting topics. This is just demonstrating something very simple to you. It's a simple concept to you that's relevant.
I tried to do this and you just fucking blocked.
You just want me to kick you?
Come on. Yeah.
You don't want to engage with the point? You just want to leave?
You're just shifting gears. You're just going a different direction.
Sir,
I'm
how
talking about
much have you
$24
had to
billion.
drink tonight?
Huh?
How much have you had to drink tonight?
Nothing. How much have you had to smoke?
Too much, apparently.
Not
Sorry, not enough. That's actually the real
enough.
answer. Not
Fucking
enough.
wrong. Fuck you.
I told you, not enough.
Did you just smoke? Did you just take a hit or something?
Anxiety pen, bro.
It's a
It's a fucking anxiety pen, bro.
So you are doing it, huh?
No, it's a goddamn anxiety pen. Don't fucking sit up here and make up all these lies over and over again that I'm doing such
You're
horrible
asking me
things
if
like
I'm
that.
drunk.
That is absolutely atrocious. It's an anxiety pen.
What does anxiety pen mean?
It's an anxiety pen.
What does
Okay.
that mean? Does that
It
mean
is an
weed?
anxiety pen. I'm telling you what it is.
Does it involve cannabis?
Well, no. And I have to kick you now. It's an anxiety pen. It doesn't involve that at all. It involves nothing but limiting anxiety, okay? It is disgusting that you'll come up on the live stream and act like I do something like that. How horrible. How horrible.